Well, I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary. Now, last week I started my next semester at the University of Colorado. I am a student of CU, and I'm working towards my bachelor's degree in creative writing. And this time around, I'm taking an introductory course to creative writing workshop and Lost Worlds and Crystal Skulls, which is an anthropology. Now, so far things are going quite well, and it's only been a week, but I'm scoring perfect across the board at the moment. So the introductory creative writing workshop is it's a bit of an easy class. That's only because I've already spent a great deal of time learning quite a bit of what the instructor's been going over. In fact, before class even started on Tuesday, the instructor asked me directly my experience in writing, and I told her that I've been writing professionally since 2012. In 2013, I was able to write full time, and I've published 3 books with the first draft of my 4th book being just 2 or 3 weeks away. So then she asked me why I was taking the introductory course for the workshop. Now I said it's because I go into every class with an open mind. Just because I know a topic doesn't mean I know everything about the topic. There's always going to be something that I would have never have thought to Google. So I value education in every form, and I try to learn what I can from everybody involved. Not to mention that the feedback from other people who are in the class is going to work really well, and I get to speak in front of people, which is something I do need to work on. And so, even though it's an introductory class, I'm still going to get something out of it. Well, she thought that was an amazing idea and loves the thought of keeping an open mind. Even though you might know something, there's always room to grow. It wasn't until much after the class when I realized probably the biggest reason why I have to take that class is because it's required for my degree. But she seemed to like my answer better, so we'll just stick with it. Though I think I made the instructor feel bad on Thursday. She was talking to the class about when you get stuck, on how to not get stuck, and how every writer suffers writer's block. And she looked directly at me and says, "You know what I'm talking about?" And I kind of said, "No, I don't." I wasn't trying to be cocky or anything. I never have writer's block because I know where the story's going. And so, she asked, I'm like, "Yep." And she asked me, "So you know where the story's going to go all the time?" I'm like, "Yeah." A big part of that is because I have spent years developing a flow, and I outline everything so I know where I'm going from point A to point B. That outline changes depending on the story, but I still have a good idea of where I want to go. I don't write for perfection. I write to get the story out. So yeah, I can crank out the first draft of just about anything in a relatively short amount of time, as long as I have time to write. But then she says, "Well, I guess you're going to call me a liar," and then just kept talking. And I'm like, I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm just honest. So what am I looking forward into this class? Actually, quite a bit. Like I said before, you'll come across things that you would have never thought to Google, and the feedback. But I think mostly it's going to be the standing up in front of people reading snippets of my manuscript. Now, I do okay being in public. I do YouTube channel. I've loved going to the word camps when we were doing them hot and heavy back a few years ago, being in front of people. And I still am debating on doing a few word camps as a speaker. But there are times where if I speak in front of people, the heart starts racing, and I think I covered it masterfully, but I'm exceptionally nervous, and I got to work on that. And that's one of the things that we do in this class. So I'll be reading snippets of my manuscript, but I'm thinking about using my voice that I use for Despair on YouTube, the audiobook, and I don't know, maybe not. We'll have to see. The second class is Lost Worlds and Crystal Skulls, and it's more about pseudoscience versus factual science. It's about following the evidence and not just coming up with conspiracy theories and backward ass ideas that have no factual basis. Essentially, it's about critical thought and analyzing the evidence. Now, critical thought is something I do all the time anyway, and it's one of the big reasons why I always push to always cite credible sources. Don't cite Bob's blog. Look for actual experience that can be verified. Peer-reviewed research. Not everything is a conspiracy theory, for fuck's sake. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. But our textbook is written by Kenneth Fetter, and I like his style. It was he's pretty funny in his book, and I'm really looking forward to seeing his views on some of the other things that are out there in the universe. So the class isn't exactly what I was hoping for. I was kind of looking forward to like fondling a crystal skull or two, but it is what it is, and I do enjoy the class so far. It's only been the first week, but I do like the book that we're using in class, and the whole idea of teaching people critical thought always piques my interest. So the things I'm looking forward to in this class is definitely are several things actually. I would like to improve upon critical thinking. Maybe I find some resources that help with that. I'm looking forward to seeing people's insights about some of the things that are out there in the universe or out there in the public eye right now. Um, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading more of the book that we have in class and moving on. It's so far it's been interesting. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, already learned that archaeology has like 6 different facets to it, which I didn't think of, but here we are. And one of them was art history. And I remember in 2002 when I was going to Westwood, I loved my art history class. So I don't think we'll be doing that this time around, but it is part of the archaeology umbrella. And some of the stories I've read so far are pretty freaking awesome. So um, I'm enjoying the anthropology class. In fact, I'm going to push to minor in anthropology, mostly because not only does it pique my interest, I love archaeology, but because I can only imagine the stories that are going to come from it. Like I'm already getting some ideas from the first chapter of the book. We haven't even actually got into the meat of it. So yeah, you can get stories from just about anywhere. I like anthropology quite a bit, and I wouldn't mind having a PhD in anthropology. I guess we'll have to see. Of course, by then I'll be like 90, but it is what it is, I guess. I say that a lot, don't I? Anywho, there we go. I have 108 credit hours to go, and at this rate, it'll take me 9 years to get my bachelor's degree. Even longer if I decide to minor in anthropology, because I don't need the anthropology credits to get my degree, which means I'll be using up a slot for that unless I can come up with a way to go full time with a dash extra, which is something I'm still working on this year. I would love to see if I can get some of my side projects, like maybe the blogs or the YouTube channel, to generate enough income to where I can go full time. But you have to make content for that to happen, and I've been kind of slacking, so I'm going to try to fix that. Anywho, I'm currently a 4.0 student, and I'm going to keep seeing if I can finish strong. So one of these days, I need to really look into the scholarships. I haven't done that yet. In fact, I think I've spoken to my academic advisor once back in July. Yeah, I'll put it on the list of stuff I need to do. Anywho, I think that's going to do it for me today. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.